Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of Two Women,
Two Opinions.
We back at it again. This is episode 7, y'all.
7.
It's the consistency for me.
It's the consistency.
Make sure y'all hitting that subscribe button and comment on the videos. We don't care what you comment. You have your own opinion just like we do. So we did get some funny comments on our last video.
Free Dylan, for real.
Free Dylan, for real though.
Ew.
But I mean, that's your opinion. We can't take that away from you. You see, we didn't even delete it.
I'm judging you.
Or comment back, but I'm commenting back today. I got your ass. I got your free Dylan. No, but please, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. This is another episode of Two Women, Two Opinion. We are on episode 7. After episode 10, we are taking our reel to a radio station. So we got 3 more episodes until we're going to do a radio station interview. And take this off the ground because we really need a producer, y'all. We got hella cameras on us right now.
We got a lot
that's why we keep looking around. We got a lot of cameras on us, but we are looking for a producer, and that's why we're going to the radio station so that we can take this all the way off the ground. But I really enjoyed this, so I just want to thank Todd so much.
I love you. I love you. I want to thank you. This is
all right. It's time to start. All right, so the first story that I have for you guys, often referred to as 9/11, where a series of 4 coordinated terrorist attacks by the militant Islamic terrorist group Al-Qaeda against the United States on the morning of September the 11th, 2001. Militant associated with Group Al-Qaeda hijacked 4 planes and carried out a suicide, resulting in 2,996 deaths and 25,000 injuries. And now we're approaching the 20th year anniversary. And in celebration, I'd like to talk about what were you doing or where were you on the day of 9/11?
The day it happened, I think we were on our way to school, and then we ended up having to go because at the time my mom worked early in the morning, so we used to have to hang out upstairs with the upstairs neighbors before we went to school. So I remember us watching it all on TV, and then we were going back and forth whether or not they were going to send us to school. We ended up going to school anyway, and then we lived near the Nellis Air Force Base, so it was all these planes and stuff going over our head. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. I remember how scared I was, but yeah, that was about it.
Well, my story is a little bit funny. Y'all know I always come with some crazy stuff. So, of course, when we were at school that day, because it happened, I was on the East Coast. She was obviously on the West Coast because she's from Vegas. So, I'm from Ohio. So, I was on the East Coast when it happened. It was crazy at school. And not only was it crazy at school, it was my brother's birthday. So, my brother's birthday is September 11th. And my mom, when we got home from school, my mom ended up making us watch the news and write an essay on what do we think is happening in the world and how do we feel about what's going on. Right. So, I was young. I was scared. Like you said, I was really scared. I didn't know what to think as far as what was going on. I just felt like it was when you feel like you're being attacked or maybe you don't fit in. That's kind of... Because I was young. I didn't really know how to react. But my brother, this is where it gets funny. My brother, it is his birthday. So he decided to take it upon himself to start spreading a rumor that Bin Laden was his dad. And his dad did that to show him how much he really loved him on his birthday. So that was his essay. It was about how much his dad really loved him and was showing him how much he loved him on his birthday. And I thought my brother was nuts. He's really nuts. So my mom, she took the time and she actually explained to us what was going on and what was happening. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I haven't really done a lot of research on 9/11. I kind of just lived through it just like the rest of us. And this was the first day that I seen how many people was actually killed from it and how many people was actually injured. Yes. So it was almost 3,000 deaths from the suicide attempt from the hijackers, and it was 25,000 people injured. That's the people that was maybe just not dead. No, they was hurt by a car accident or anything like that. So I feel like that's interesting to know. If you don't have the knowledge about stuff, all you have to do is type it in Google. It tells you, and that's where I got all this information from. And I just feel like if you remember what you were actually doing on the day that it happened, think about it. Like, life was so much easier. Like,
it was a simpler time. But I remember being paranoid. I think it was like the first time in my life that I was ever paranoid. Like, are they gonna come?
And
here?
then, why do you feel like you were paranoid? We didn't know what was going on as kids. Right. We were so like,
but you didn't know if it was gonna happen in university. Like, we had just got done watching all of this stuff on the news, so you were just curious. Like, you see all these planes and stuff, and there's like heavy metro out, and all kinds of weird shit was going on. So you just kind of was worried if it was gonna happen there. I can't with you.
Okay, moving along, guys, and we definitely gonna circle back around. Taj,
yes. So our next story. Oh snap! You wanna pull up YouTube for me?
Oh yeah.
I didn't even send them to you. My bad. So our next story is about Candace Owens. She is facing a $20 million defamation suit. For those that don't know who Candace Owens is, she is a political conservative commentator and activist. And she's also known for saying a lot of ridiculous shit when it comes to black folk, right? She is not the biggest fan of the black community. I ain't gonna say she ain't a fan, but she definitely makes it known that black folks aren't being held down by any other members of society. It's us holding ourselves back.
Oh, so, is that what it is?
Yeah, she's got all kinds of
radical... damn, you learn something new every day, I guess.
She has all these kinds of radical outlooks when it comes to the black community. So let me pull this video up. I'm going to send it to your Facebook, right?
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little behind today. We were so prepared, too.
Right.
So prepared.
It's all right, y'all. Just make sure y'all keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't worry about it. We got a lot more stories. I got some interesting shit to let y'all know today, too. I'm telling y'all that now. So beware of the interesting shit that I got coming. And YouTube, I'm so sorry. I be cussing a lot on YouTube.
We just got to mark our videos.
I got to start bleep, 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 bleep. Our video is going to say, it's going to be like,
never
bleep,
be monetized.
Bleep, 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 bleep. All right. Well, if I start putting the bleeps in there, it's just going to keep saying bleep, 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 bleep.
I can't. But yeah, here's a video from TYT with the full synopsis.
Owens is facing a $20 million defamation lawsuit from a failed
Hold on, let me turn it up. Shit. We love TYT.
Yeah, they are dope.
They always got all the good ass information.
I dislike her with all my
Candace
body.
Owens is facing a $20 million defamation lawsuit from a failed GOP candidate by name of Kimberly Klacik. Now, Kimberly Klacik now is a pro-Trump pundit, so they're both individuals that we clearly disagree with, politically speaking. However, this is an interesting case because usually you don't hear about defamation lawsuits against various media figures who just flat out lie about things. And they do it over and over again with no consequences. Now, this has to do with some of the accusations that Candace Owens made regarding Klacik. She accused Klacik of being a strip club madam who laundered money. And so that accusation was made in a 44-minute long Instagram video. Obviously, we're not going to show you the entirety of that video, but we will show you this clip.
So I asked her to come on the show, and she was very hesitant and said she was booked until August and said all this stuff. And so I asked her if September would be better. And when I said the word September, she freaked out, and it was so weird. And she was like, "That's not funny." And I was like, "What's not funny? Like, you just said you were booked till August. Can you do September?" And she said, "Oh, it was this whole legal battle I had. Never mind." And I was like, what is with this word September? Why is this a Kimberly Klacik buzzword? So I do a little digging, and I find out that Kimberly Klacik was a stripper named September, and that her husband was the manager of the strip club. I thought, wow, this is really interesting because this person attacked me and said that I am a bad look for the black community. I'm not good for the black community because I don't want to celebrate Juneteenth. And yet the debauchery that happens at a strip club, the vulnerable women that are at strip.
Shut up, bitch.
So, I mean, I don't know too much about Kimberly. What's her last name? Klacik? I don't know too much about her. But I knew I pay attention to Candace Owens because she has come out, I don't know how many times, They've said these crazy ass things when it comes to the black community. Now, I guess she was trying to get her on the show. She was like, I don't know. I guess there was like some weirdness about being on the show, but it's Candace Owens. And if anybody that pays attention to Candace Owens, I get why. It's almost like walking into a Wendy Williams situation. Yeah. Like, you don't know, but it's political. So it can literally destroy your career depending on what she says. Right? So I respect the fact that this woman is going after her to get her money. But this also goes back to people need to mind their motherfucking business. Even if she was a stripper, what did that have to do with her political views? Nothing.
But then again, okay, when she slapped me in my face when she said, I did a little digging and I found out that her name was September and her what does that have to do with anything? Like,
because she was trying to book her in September, but I didn't know how those two things
correlated. That don't have to do. How does she even know that's the reason why she felt some type of way? Child, I punch her motherfucking big ass nose, and she need to stop talking like this. Like, she moved every muscle in her mouth to get a sentence out. Like, girl, slow down.
I am not a fan of Candace Owens.
Nah, she need to slow the hell down. Don't nobody got time for that.
She is trash. Like the epitome of trash.
I don't have time for that. Well, moving right along. The media tend to either make a different world or try to destroy the world that we have already. I don't know about you guys, but I personally like to separate the artist from the person. Raven-Symoné said that she declined Disney offer to make her character a lesbian in Raven's house. Yes, she gives life to her character, but she makes it clear that they are two different people. The reason why this stood out to me is, like, Taj loved R. Kelly, guys. Don't worry. If you haven't watched the other episodes, you guys will know that she loves R. Kelly. So, no, I'm kidding. But this is what messes me up about people, because I feel like no matter who you are, if you go and be an actor or go and be a singer or whatever, you kind of stepping out of the real world into your imaginary world that you want to be in while you're performing. As an artist, most artists step out of their comfort zone as the person that they are to be that person, right? Mm-hmm. And they not only asked her once, they asked her multiple times, and she denied them multiple times that she doesn't want to make her character a lesbian. Right. And I feel like they're like trying to press, like what I said at the beginning, they're making these worlds, they're trying to press them together, but they're two different worlds.
It makes for good TV. It's
it makes ratings. For great. Who wants to see Deso Raven playing Deso Raven? Who want to see her
playing Raven Symoné?
Right. Yeah. Like, who want to play Deso? Who want to see Raven Symoné?
Raven Baxter is one person.
Exactly.
And Raven Symoné is a whole nother
and
person.
I feel like with that, this is like when we talk about the baby and we talk about his life on the outside and when he's an artist, like, we cannot change these people. And I feel like Disney was like, they was pushing the narrative because they want to put the LGBT in front of the screen so bad. And she's been playing this character playing this character for so many years,
and the character was never lesbian.
And so you want to just have her come out the closet so happily just to say she lesbian? No, nobody got time for that. And it's too confusing, anyways.
I feel like if she approached them about making the character lesbian, awesome. Now we're all on the same page. We all can do this. We all can get the ratings. Great. But the fact that she didn't approach them, and they're looking at it from a financial standpoint, they're not looking at it from a moral standpoint, right? She's saying, no, I just want to play this character. I don't want what I do in my private life to also be on television. No, that's not what I'm looking forward to do.
And she made it clear that it's two different people.
Kiss a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's probably thinking at it from a financial standpoint, too. Like, maybe some people don't want to see me kiss a woman. Maybe I'm good with having that life and this life.
Exactly. And who wants to bring it up? Just like with R. Kelly. I'm going to talk about your favorite person. Yes, I do step in the name of love. You know, I do sometimes on my grandmother's birthday because that's her favorite song. R.I.P. to Madea because she stepped. But will I go kick it with R. Kelly? No. Would I invite him to the barbecue? No. That's two different people. That's the real person and that's the artist.
I just feel
what I'm saying. Separate.
He's got a whole lot of allegations coming up.
I know, dang.
He was fucking animals.
All right, who you want me to talk about? Bill Cosby? Okay, well, Bill. Like, that was my boy on TV. He's still my boy on TV, but will I go have drinks with him? No, but I'm going to still watch the Cosby Show if that shit come across the screen.
I definitely said that. I was like, I don't have any Like you said,
just like Kanye West. Would you kick it with Kanye West?
Oh fuck no.
But you like some of his songs.
I do like some of his music.
Exactly.
He is the GOAT when it comes to making music. You gotta give it to him.
But he tried to take us back to slavery.
Oh Lord.
All right.
Oh Lord.
Next story. Allegedly.
Lord.
Next story.
So our next story, I wanted to talk because y'all, if you watch our podcast, we always are talking about the vaccines, the vaccinations. So yet another exciting little tidbit about the vaccines. A sheriff just recently came out in Arizona, Mark Lamb, says that he won't enforce any vaccine mandates in his county, even though even though Arizona hasn't mandated it. So I just felt like, this is one of those moments where somebody who probably shouldn't have opened their motherfucking mouth, right? Another person, he's on television telling folks like, oh, I'm not going to enforce it even if they make me, or even if they say it's mandated. Well, at least he tried to make it seem like Arizona was already mandated. They're not. They're not telling anybody that they have to get a vaccine. So it's like you're talking out the side of your neck. So here's TYT with the full story, and we're gonna give our opinions.
Country are panicking over vaccine mandates that do not exist. Now, I'm a proponent of vaccine mandates, but these individuals are not because they believe in all sorts of conspiratorial garbage. But the story actually gets even worse than that. Here's Sheriff Mark Lamb of the Pinal County Sheriff's Department. This is in Arizona. Here's what he has to say about proposed vaccine mandates.
Hey folks, Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb here. With the increase in private businesses and even government organizations talking about mandating the vaccine, I wanted to let you know that here at the Pinal County Sheriff's Office, we do not mandate the vaccine. And as long as I'm your sheriff, we will never mandate the vaccine. We believe that your health choices are yours and yours alone. So whether you get the vaccine or don't get the vaccine, that's your private information. Here, we believe in America and freedom, and we're going to continue on with that. God bless.
I agree.
I agree. I don't disagree, but it's like you kind of shot yourself in the foot, homie. Like, ain't nobody mandating nothing yet. So you just, I'm gonna get on television and tell them I'm not going to enforce it.
I get what you're saying. Okay, I definitely get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I get why he did it as with his candidate.
Yeah.
Because now there's governors standing up saying that they are doing it because others are doing it, and we're standing behind it. Like, what did New York say? They said we're the first one to mandate vaccinations, and we're the gateway to the cure, some shit that they said in New York. So I understood why he did it, but I get what you're saying as far as him shooting himself in the foot.
Like,
but I get what he's saying though.
But I hear what they're saying. Like, I mean, we talked about this before. Like, I don't feel like you can enforce anybody to put something in their body that could change their body chemistry. I don't believe in that. Do what you want to do.
But you see these people
see
these people that is like the person, Bill, the Mayor Bill in New York. He said, you will not be able to go out and have fun if you're not vaccinated. Right. You're going to have to stay in the house. And you know why? Because you're not vaccinated. That's basically what he told his people. So this man is saying the total opposite. Like, you can still live your life.
We're not going to enforce it.
And we're not going to enforce it. But he can't say that until laws are...
That's all I'm saying.
I'll beat my ass right here in this motherfucking house. All the lights going to be out.
Don't jump the gun is all I'm saying.
All the lights gonna be out. Yeah, because I'm standing in the motherfucking house. I'm not getting it. So, and y'all she does have it and I don't. So we do have, but we have a lot of the same opinions.
I'm never going. Do I ever in life? No, I've never approached her about getting it.
She's always been like open-minded about it.
Yeah, it's her body, her choice. I can't say, well, I did it.
I should be seeing her with a mask on because these vaccinated people.
Yeah, we getting it.
It's like I'm playing. All right, so with my next story, I'm kind of going to take it back to next week because I did see it on the story this week as well. I got to read my introduction.
Oh, Lord. Go ahead.
Dylan Stormroof is an American white supremacist neo-Nazi mass murderer convicted for one of the most heinous crimes in the history. For perpetrating the Charleston church and shooting and killing 9 people on June the 17th, 2015.
God damn.
Is back in the news. And we did talk about why the week before last. And he's back in the news because they're trying to get the death penalty turned over.
Oh, shit.
This is the man that killed the 9 people in the church that stood outside the door, waited through all the way through service. So he was in the church for like 2-3 hours before he ended up killing these 9 people. He is back in the news with his attorney. Well, public defender.
Oh shit, he ain't even got an attorney.
His public defender's just trying to get his name out there. So he's back in the media with his public defender trying to get the death penalty overturned. And the question that they had in the media was he worth death? Or was his crime death worthy?
Yes.
Yes, he should have been dead. How long do they gotta take to kill some damn bodies?
So
He killed them people in like 5 freaking seconds. How long do it take for you to kill somebody that killed 9 people?
This is also
already?
the same county that fed him Burger King. So
right, they fed him Burger King after he did the heinous act.
They were like,
On church people. Are you
through the
kidding
drive-thru
me?
and get
Thank
you
y'all so
number
much for the
one.
gifts. Sorry. Thank y'all for the
He
gifts.
said no cheese, please.
Yeah, like, and so they're back in court trying to get the death penalty turned over on him. I feel like that's a bunch of baloney. It's a bunch of bologna, no bread, extra mayo.
Ew.
It's a trifling sandwich.
I mean,
there.
I like mayo, but
it needs some bread though.
It do need some bread.
Needs bread.
I'm
Extra
not
mayo.
putting no mayo
'Cause that's
on my
whack.
bologna. First of all, I don't even eat bologna.
Right, and I feel like that's whack. So I just wanted to bring that back to light, y'all. I am staying on top of it. They was just in the court, so the Supreme Court has decided to pick up the case again.
Oh, shit.
And they're actually considering, I guess, let's say they're considering to actually overturn the death penalty. I feel like that's bull crap. Like, as bull crap. Like, as now the other story with the young man Daniel that we spoke about, I can see that. You remember what I said? Like, although he admitted to the murder and it was very he killed an 80-year-old couple, and at first he lied about it, and then he ended up admitting it, and then he said that when he get mad at people, he think about how he killed those people and want to do it to them.
Right.
So it was like really dark, and I feel like I don't know why he's back but he's trying to get out because he was 15 years old, and now California passed a law that people under 16 can't get tried as an adult.
That's bullshit.
Now, but I'm giving the effed up justice system that we have a benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Letting him go versus overturning this death penalty, I don't know.
I feel like as long as he stay his ass in jail, I guess, like, even if they were to rule, okay, we take the death penalty off the table, he has to stay in jail.
Nah, I think he should die.
He has to stay in jail. I don't disagree. But if we're going to take the death penalty off the table, he at least got to stay his ass in jail. You can't let people like that out because all they going to do is do that weird, twisted ass shit again. Okay? They have track records for this shit. He's probably murdering animals in his backyard.
Yeah, that's and definitely the little boy, Daniel. Like, I feel like
they all got this weird, like, trail leading up to this shit.
No, they have mental illness.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Get help, though. Get help. That's how I feel about it. Like, that was
a joke.
They should get help.
They should get help.
That's some mental shit there.
That was a joke. I didn't think that was okay. So all right, moving along. And so we do small business shout outs. So we'll have halftime break. We're gonna do halftime break. We're gonna do an hour. We can do an hour, that's fine. Halftime break is going to be in 6 minutes, y'all. So halftime break is in 6 minutes. And then right after halftime break is when we do the small business shout out.
Oh, how you feeling?
Girl, this shit hurt.
I believe it.
If y'all know I'm injured, I'm injured.
I believe it. Lord.
My arm.
I'm like slacking. I should have sent you all of these hoes in one sitting.
Oh, and we can recap when I talked about the anonymous letter writer that terrorized a small Ohio.
That shit was funny as fuck.
That terrorized a small Ohio town. That is still under investigation. They have not found the person that's been writing all of those letters. And yeah, but they have gotten a lot of people locked up and exposed and like divorced and stuff like that. So that's kind of messed up. My toe and my arm.
Yeah,
my toe messed up too. I just showed her my toe.
So I wanted to talk about some shit that's going on in South Korea. Okay? Southern Korea women are being terrorized by men with things like semen. Okay? They are ejaculating in tumblers and then giving it to women. They're doing just weird ass shit. Mainly because that the culture there, men are a little bit more aggressive than they are here. Okay, so that being the case, when they get turned down, they do like some really weird shit. Spit on women. They put their hands on women. They retaliate by ejaculating in fucking tumblers. It's weird shit like that. So, yeah, so we're gonna play this little clip for you.
Can somebody drop a fan lottery?
Ooh, what's a fan lottery?
You in my business, don't do that.
In South Korea, women have been retaliated against by men who use literal semen and other bodily fluids if women have rejected their advances, okay? But the problem is the way that these cases get prosecuted has more to do with property damage as opposed to the sexual violence that this really falls under. So South Korean women are now dealing with this strange yet serious problem. People in South Korea are referring to it as semen terrorism, but, you know, I don't know. I feel like that phrasing almost makes it sound like it's a joke, but it's not. So let me give you the details. So semen terrorism is the act of ejaculating and in some cases urinating on women's possessions. In some accounts, suspects were accused of delivering their semen to women in containers. Spy cams, cameras secretly installed to film women in public toilets and even their homes are a big problem in South Korea. So these crimes are treated pretty lightly, and that's the issue here. That's the heart of this problem. Here are some pretty awful examples. In a court case just last year, a man was merely fined after he was found to have ejaculated 6 times into a coffee tumbler belonging to a female colleague. The court ruled that the man's actions ruined the tumbler. They were more concerned about the tumbler.
So, I'm just like, when did we...
Okay, I did not laugh. Wait, let me, because for the people, because, you know, people always think I'm being ignorant. I did not laugh at the incident. I laughed at what they named it.
Semen terrorism.
Semen terrorism. That was blew my mind. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Girl, so I'm just like, when did we get a place in the world where we feel like it's okay to piss on people and ejaculate in tumblers? And the fact that you handed this woman this tumbler, that is disgusting.
That's trifling.
And what's killing me the most is that shit like that wouldn't happen here in America. It just wouldn't. Because if a man were to do some shit like that, charges would be pressed.
I'm going to beat the semen out of his ass.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. There would definitely be a whole lot of recklessness.
Well, we both want to
You couldn't do that shit to no black woman. Absolutely not. But just in general, like, when did we get when did we start doing this kind of shit in society? I mean, we always talk, I mean, don't get me wrong, America is not the greatest, y'all. At all. The shit that go on here, that shouldn't go on here. But shit like that, like, you would go to jail. You would go to jail. There would be no conversation.
Yeah, that I feel like that's a whole nother level of disrespect.
These men out there are getting away with it.
That's a whole nother level of disrespect. I can't take that. Like that.
Not
that
you
goes...
ejaculated in a tumbler. I'm whooping your ass. Whooping your ass.
I would hate to put my hands on you, but I will, and that will hurt. That will hurt me and you.
Somebody gets
That's so fucked up. And if she drank it. They never said if she drank it or not.
She tried to press charges. And the judge ruled that...
What if somebody jacked off in y'all coffee cup?
There was nothing that nobody could do
about
about it.
Y'all don't care?
Yeah, fuck that.
Man, somebody gonna die today.
Fuck that.
Alright, so I don't think we're gonna do no music today because we still gotta wrap it up at the end anyway. So... And I still got to talk about Mexico, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
So, we on a halftime break, y'all. So, thank y'all so much for sending all the gifts. Make sure y'all hit this follow button. Do the fan lottery. Tap the screen. Share the live on here on Spoon. Make sure y'all hit the tap. Send us some spoons and all that good stuff. Make sure y'all subscribe to YouTube. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and do our handles and then we can do the small business.
All right. My name is Taj and it's at Taj Wild, TAJWILD. Or if you're on Facebook, it's Taj Wilder, TAJWILDER.
For the people that can't spell in the back.
For the people that can't spell.
My name is Marty. You can find me at Marty Margello on all social media platforms. You can also find me at Famous Gems with a Z. And you can find us at Two Women, Two Opinion. Because we do got an Instagram now. We got an Instagram now. And on YouTube. So make sure it's the number 2 women, the number 2 opinions. We do have 6 other episodes that you can watch. Just in case you was a little bit confused. Like, man, what the hell was they talking about? We probably did some updates today. So, yeah. Go catch up. As a small business shout out, we got a few of those things today. Let me see. Hold on. Let me do a little refresh.
Not an refresh.
So we got some small business shout outs. We keep the same small businesses, y'all, every week. So just let us know if y'all got a small business. We will shout it out. Of course, yours truly, famousgems.net. You can find it at famousgems.net in my Instagram bio. And I do sell swimwear, lashes, masks, shoes, and my most famous Mar butter. It's really good. It's a marinade butter. It has 9 different spices in it and some other good stuff. Onions and garlic. And it's ready to serve. All you got to do is scoop it out the jar and serve it. You don't got to add nothing to it. Unless you want to stretch it, you can add extra unsalted butter. We also have Transcend Jewelry. That's Sean's company. She makes bracelets and like waist beads with different stones and crystals and stuff like that. It is handmade and it's made from love. So check out my bio for that as well.
Of course, you got Wild Bartending if you're looking for a great date night, or if you're looking for a way to elevate your birthday party, whatever your needs are. I am your girl. Okay, I do custom and unique cocktails. You can find me at Wild Bartending or check out my Facebook. You can book me there. And it's Taj Wilder.
Do you do like naked events?
Would I do naked events? Like, would I get naked?
Yeah, would you get naked and like bartend for somebody?
No.
If it was like a private place.
I mean, it depends on how much money we're talking.
That's what I'm saying.
As long as ain't nobody touching me.
Right, nobody will touch you. It's just a bartender.
What kind of money is
I don't know, y'all. I'm just asking, okay? Okay, next we have November Visions LLC. It's Broken Dream record label. So it is a record label. They actually put everything together very well. You can look up their information on Instagram. And we also have K Connect Professional Service. That's K, and Connect is with a K as well. Professional Service. They provide all types of service. They also provide notary as well. So you can find that at kconnect.com. So K, the letter K with the connect.com.
You guys can also check out shophalthughes.com. I'm just giving them a shout out because my other podcasters told me to give them a shout out. So don't be selling drugs online, folks, or sex trafficking or any of that. I don't know what they do, but
she just shouting out any business. She don't even know what they do.
Wasn't sure what they do.
Hell nah. Well, now that we're back from the halftime, but that was the halftime break, y'all. We gonna play a little song, one song for y'all. We normally do 4 songs, but we only gonna do 1 because I gotta use the bathroom, y'all. I told y'all I got all these antibiotics in my body. I got these antibiotics in my body.
Oh, it's a clothing line, y'all.
Oh, it's a clothing line. They don't sell drugs.
They don't sell drugs.
Yet.
It
might be drugs in the pockets, though, so.
Check your pockets when you order.
YouTube, we'll be right back. Welcome back, YouTube. Y'all know what my co-host be over here doing. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're going to go ahead and, this is after the halftime break, then we're going to close it out with a gag break. So, my co-host want me to talk about Mexico. If y'all don't know, I just came back from Mexico. I went to Puerto Vallarta.
That's a sexy ass name.
It was so beautiful, guys. So beautiful. So let's start with when I first got there. We go through customs. I had pens. Y'all know like the little vape pens or whatever. My friend asked me to bring him some pens, so I brought the pens, not thinking nothing of it because I had one in my purse the whole time.
Right.
And they didn't say nothing about the one in my purse. They said something about the ones that was in my luggage. And my friend had like a little bit of weed or whatever.
Ooh.
So they charged us $500 American dollars to get it. But I feel like they was being real fucking sneaky about it because they put the money, like I gave them, because I had ended up bringing like $1,000 cash. I'm glad I only brought that. And I got, he had ended up putting the money inside of the passport. He was like, put the money inside the passport and walked away with it. And was like, no cell phones, no cell phones, no cell phones. Like, so I think it was real fucking creepy, y'all. And let me tell y'all, so we get to the next room and they end up selling us this other ass shit, and they end up giving us a free bottle of tequila. Ooh. And we had a great time from that point on. So we standing, they gave us a free bottle of tequila. We booked our ATVs and stuff like that. We go outside. The same man that ended up taking the money in the passport, he was standing outside waiting for his girl with his dog. So I know he didn't speak English, but he knew what the fuck I was saying. So I was like, yeah, you and your girl about to eat a good-ass dinner on me tonight, ain't y'all? Y'all about to have a good dinner. So he's smiling and laughing and saying yeah and shit. So I'm like, oh, I got your motherfucking ass. And then I was like, so is they gonna check our bags going back through? Is they gonna check our bags going back through? Mm. And he was like, no, y'all was supposed to push the button. What? Bitch, it's a motherfucking button you supposed to push. If it turn red, they check you. If it turn green, they don't check you. Why the fuck they ain't tell us to push the motherfucking button?
Because they was trying to get you for some money.
Because they was trying to get us for some motherfucking money.
They was trying to get you for some motherfucking money.
So that was another thing that I learned. So it's when you go through customs to get into Mexico, it's a button you push. If the button turn red, they check your stuff. If the button turn green, you just go straight through. We never even got the chance to push the button because they just told us to put our stuff on the thing. So that's the first thing that happened. So we wait for the taxi cabs. On our way to the Airbnb, on the ground, it looked like we in a gutter. Like the straight gutter, like the hood, thorax, like somebody
West
about to
Coast.
just, like the little kids running up to the cars trying to sell shit and everything. So, but once we get to the Airbnb, it's like we in a whole nother area. Like it was so nice. The Airbnb was so nice. Everybody was so nice, y'all. Everybody was nice. So me and my friend, we end up going down and say, let's go get some tacos from Abuelita at the stand down there. We go down there, no problem. On our way back up, we seen dogs and chickens and everything. It seemed like the motherfuckers was chasing us, but I don't think they was really paying us no attention. I think they just be out there. But they just running around like little chickens and dogs. I got videos of it, everything. I'm going to try to put the videos in the YouTube video. So it's little chickens and then the dogs. And so we going up the step. This lady, she seen us going up the step and she know the step was about to break. My friend tripped up the steps and she started laughing. I said, Abuelita, I should have karate kicked her ass down the steps.
Like I knew that shit was
But yeah, so that was fun. We get to the beach. The beach was really, really, really nice. The water was pretty dirty, but it was nice. The resorts that we went to was really nice. The parties, dope. They know how to party out there. Of course, they will just give you tequila. Like, they be like, here go tequila, here go tequila, here go tequila, here go tequila. So we went to...
You don't need to buy no drinks. We just got
We
tequila.
went to brunch, y'all. And the fruits. So this is what stand out. So y'all know like the limes, you know, the limes are the green small things. So that's not what it is there. So those are lemons. And then they have a bigger green thing, and that's their orange. We tasted and they was like, what y'all want to drink for y'all brunch? We like orange juice. They bring back a cup of green stuff. We like, what the hell? And then we thought about, like, at our Airbnb, we thought we was cutting up some limes to take some shots. It was orange. So we asked the guy, and he was telling us, like, that's their oranges. Their oranges are, well, they're not called oranges. I forget what it's called. But it's a bigger version of the lime, and it's green. But it tastes just like our orange. It's just not as sweet. It is not as sweet as our oranges, y'all. So it was weird. That was really weird.
I said what they doing to our fruit, or, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel
that
was about our fruit. Like, she saw the shit hanging from the tree.
Yes, it was hanging from the tree.
About it. I've been to a shit ton of farms in my life because, yes, I'm a down the country girl. I've been to a shit ton of farms. I don't think I've ever really seen an orange tree. Like, I've seen apples, I've seen peaches, I've seen pears. I don't think I've ever seen an orange tree.
Yeah.
Which kind of fucks me up. Because what the fuck are y'all doing to our oranges?
Exactly. So, next thing I'm going to talk about is the hospitals, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
First of all, we went to the hospital to get a vaccine. No, I didn't even go to the hospital for my ATV. So, I went on the ATVs, y'all, and I flipped over on the ATVs, and ATV landing on me. That's why my arm is fucked up and my toe is fucked up and shit. But I wasn't planning on going to no hospital. No, hell no. I was gonna wait till I get back to the States. Fuck that. I was just gonna keep cleaning this shit and get back to the States. But we ended up going to one so that we can get our shots, our tests, our COVID tests, because we had to be tested before we came back to the U.S.
Right.
I'm asking them, like, do you guys have, like, bandages? No bandages. No nothing. I'm like, this is a whole fucking hospital. Y'all don't got no bandages in here? Like, what's happening? I know it's a language barrier, but damn. So they charge us 500 pesos for the COVID test.
Shit.
And that's like, I forget. I think it's like $35 or whatever.
American dollars.
Yeah. And then the last but not least was the water. So when I first got there, they told us, don't drink the water. Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water. Everybody told me not to drink the water. I did not plan to drink the water, but when we went to brunch, they brought out glasses. Like, it was a fancy ass resort that we went to. They brought out like fancy ass glasses of water, and I was like, hold on, what kind of water is this? Because I was told not to drink the water here.
Right.
And he was like, what do you mean? Like, basically snapping at me like, hold on, don't come in our water like that, bitch. I'm like, wait a minute, I live in Vegas. Like, we can't drink our water either. Like, okay. I'm like, we can't drink our water either, so don't feel no way about it, my boy. So he was basically like, it's all good in the neighborhood. So I'm not gonna lie, everybody in our group, I think we did
water,
drink
y'all.
water. So yeah,
she gotta take
and my stomach is my digestive, but I didn't feel it there, man. Y'all, I drank the water on Saturday. Nobody felt nothing until we got home. Now they out in the group chat like, did y'all digestive system fucked up? I'm over here going through it. So if y'all see me live, that's why I'm down.
And she don't eat beef or pork, so she know it wasn't that.
I don't eat beef or pork, so I know it wasn't the food. It had to be the motherfucking water. But anyways, moving along, that was my Mexico story, and I will be putting in clips and stuff.
Check
and
out.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go live on Tag maybe tomorrow or something, so I can show y'all like the videos and stuff like that from my trip. But anyways, moving right along, we gonna go ahead and this the gag, right? We go ahead and wrap up the stories. I just wanted to tell y'all about.
Your trip was very eventful, but I
had so much fun, and I feel like, guys, if you have not ever been out the country, because that was my first time, and I can tell you from a first timer, get out the country just to go see how everyone else is living, and Puerto Vallarta was really nice. The people was really nice, and they did say that was one of the least dangerous places to visit in Mexico.
I'm taking my mom to Paris.
Oh, yeah, but Paris is dangerous, too.
Everywhere's dangerous.
I mean, not Puerto Vallarta.
I'm taking us to a nice place, a nice chateau. You feel me?
Okay.
Like, it's gonna be elegant, because my mother is bougie. She don't do nothing but bougie.
My motherfucking arm do hurt. Go to the family just now, order more butter.
Buy that more butter.
Creole flavor. Oh, thank you, Haitian Babe. I love Haitian Babe. Make sure y'all follow Haitian Babe. All right. So let's go ahead and wrap up the stories. The first story that we talked about today, if you guys wasn't tuned in, this is why we do the gag break. The gag break, if you guys don't know, is the end of the show when we just go over we just recap all of the stories that we talked about and just give our final thoughts and closing opinions on it. Because this is 2 women, 2 opinion. So don't be like, that's wrong. Pushing my motherfucking opinion. All right, so like we were talking about 9/11, basically we were saying like what happened with the attack and everything, and we end up talking about where were you and what were you doing at the time that it happened.
We were babies.
I was baby, yeah. I was getting out of school, and like I said, my mom had us write a essay as far as what was happening. And like Todd said, I was scared.
You were in Ohio.
Yeah, I was in Ohio, so I was
in school or off of school. I was just going to school.
Yeah, so it happened at 5 a.m. On the East Coast time, so Eastern Standard Time. So it was actually crazy, and we were like, I don't know. It was a lot going on.
I felt really scared back then. Yeah.
It was a lot going on. My mom made us write a thing, and like I told y'all, my brother, it's his birthday, so he ended up saying Bin Laden was his dad, and that's his way of showing him that he loved him.
Girl.
So yeah, life is too short.
Did your mama ever find out?
What?
That he was out there lying?
Yeah, she found out. She explained to him.
Oh.
No, she just explained to him what was going on.
And
they told him like it wasn't no joke. And no, but he didn't tell people outside. He ended up doing that in the house.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he only did that in the house. We was scared of my mom back in the day. We didn't embarrass my mom. Psh, you want to die?
Girl,
you
my mama didn't play that bullshit either.
What we talk about next, Taj? My arm.
So our next story was about Candace Owens. She is facing a $20 million defamation suit because she didn't know when to shut the fuck up, okay? Or to mind her business. She was supposed to have on this other conservative pro-Trumper, Kimberly Klacik, and instead of booking her for her show, she ended up making a 45-minute live, just basically going in telling this woman's business how she a stripper. I just don't feel like her political career and what she does on the side has anything to do with one another. But she made it relevant. So let's talk about it.
Separate the person. And then she said, I dug a little bit deeper. Why are you digging into other people's information in the first place? Like, get your mind right.
She has nothing to do.
I feel like people need to get their mind right, first of all.
First of all, these pro-Trumpers are, especially the black pro-Trumpers, are a special breed of people.
Yeah, they are. Period. They need help. They're going to be the first ones that turn into zombies. I'm sorry to the vaccinated people. I take that back. The pro-black Trumpers will be the first one to turn into zombies.
And then we'll be next. I told her when I become a zombie, I'm going to bite her ass.
Nah, I'm going to sit her ass somewhere. I'm going to throw her ass in the water. I think zombies
just drown the zombie. Oh, zombies can't swim now.
Okay.
Zombies can't swim now.
Next thing we talked about is the media tend to either make a different world or try to destroy the one that you're already living in. I don't know. Me personally, I do love to separate the artist from the person. And that's so Raven-Symoné case. She denied Disney multiple times the offer to make her character and Raven's house a lesbian. She basically said she gives life to her character, but she makes it very clear that there are two different people. I agree. You can't, just because she's a lesbian, she don't want to live, and like she could be, and you never know, it can be an escape. Like, you never know with these artists, like when people are going regular through life, and then when rappers get on the stage or whatever, that can be a get away from regular life. So I feel like, yeah, we have to start separating the artist from the person. Absolutely.
And I don't think it's fair to her to put that kind of pressure on her. If she said no, let that be. Not everybody's going to be willing to.
I'm sure they
share
are now. It was
like
on it was on Shade Room. Oh, shout out to the Shade Room as well. We definitely give shout outs to the people that we get our information from. So shout out to the Shade Room for show.
We cite our sources.
Of course. Next, we talked about
so an Arizona sheriff, Mark Lamb, kind of jumped the gun. He went and started campaigning, if you will, about how he's not going to mandate the vaccine, that he's just not going to play by the rules if they decide to mandate it. The thing is, Arizona has only proposed this idea. They said that it's not even in effect, so they don't even know where that kind of energy was coming from. I just thought it was funny. I was just like, these people are getting really over and beyond themselves when it comes to this vaccine. And again, I don't get it. It's all up to you. That is your prerogative. I don't feel like the government should have a say in whether or not you get it or not. It's a choice. But just to put yourself and your job on the line to make some kind of royal announcement, that shit's goofy.
I agree, but I definitely I agree with what you're saying, definitely, because you can't, definitely in campaigns, you can't jump the gun with things, because people are looking at that, because if you had jumped the gun with this, you can jump the gun with anything, definitely.
I mean, look at what's it, Joe Rogan was out here telling folks not to get the vaccine and COVID wasn't real, blah blah blah, then he got COVID.
But I definitely I definitely understand where he was kind of taking it to, kind of. I understood, like, because with the other government officials or other governors, mayors in different states, they're, like, standing their ground with making it mandatory. And he's kind of like, well, I'm not, but he's not even voted in just yet, so he don't have to say so. I know he's kind of stumping his toe before he even walked through the door. So with that being said, I just feel like, my opinion, my last closing thoughts will be on that is, look at who y'all voting for before y'all vote for them. This is the time to understand. And if you are one of those people that feel like, oh, jump the gun to see what people gonna say, because there's people out there that's looking for candidates like that. If you are, that's your man. If you aren't, that's not your man. So look at everything, but don't just look at one thing that the media put out there. Look at everything. Look at the whole campaign. Look at everything that's happening behind this candidate. And I just feel like he did jump the gun, but I definitely understood why he did it, because
there's a lot of
everyone else is jumping the gun too. Let's just say everyone else is jumping the gun, but those people are already in office and they kind of have the power to say so. But hell if you do, hell if you're not. Fuck it.
Hello.
I mean, and in closing, we did do our small business shout out. If you have a small business, this is the thing. Don't be looking at the camera like, I didn't get mine. Send it to us. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At
5 different
opinions.
5 different. We got inboxes
Gmail.
You can send it to. So
we got
send
Gmail.
that shit.
Pick something. Hell, DM me anywhere.
Oh, you gotta rewatch the show on YouTube. I fell off the ATV in Mexico. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in today. The show, it is a wrap, y'all. We got a few more minutes. We can stick around and kick it with y'all though, but we go end the YouTube video.
See y'all next week.
Okay, YouTube, we love you guys so much. Thank you for another episode 2 of Miss Who Opinion. We will see y'all next week.
I am Taj, and that is at Taj Wild or Taj Wilder on any platform.
It's your girl, Marty. You can find me on Marty Margello. You can find me at Famous Gems with a Z, baby.
You can also find us both at 2 Women, 2 Opinion, either on YouTube, Spoon, or our new Instagram. Check out now.
Yes, we got an Instagram, y'all. We got an Instagram. Please
2 Women,
go
2 Opinions.
follow us. I know we gonna take a photo shoot too, y'all. So stay tuned. And like we said the last time, this is episode 7. After episode 10 is filmed, cut, creased, and uploaded, we will be having a meeting with the radio station. So please, guys,
y'all gotta blow us up.
Blow us up and wish us luck. Love you, YouTube.
See you next week. Have a good week.
Have a good week. She always do that part when I'm reaching y'all, so I'll be having to.
She cut me off.